I need to tell you guys what happened. Guys, like, this is something that's happening a lot in China. It's funny how I can laugh about it now because it's over. But at that time, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. And I kept it a secret for so long, guys. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing this face for the first time, you know what to do. Click on that subscribe button, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting me. Oh my word, this sounds scripted, but it's not. But yeah, thank you so much for the support. Please do share with your friends and tell them to share with their friends and their friends to share with their other friends. Okay, but let's get straight into this video. So just a disclaimer, guys, the school that went bankrupt is not the school that I'm with right now. So please, because most of you guys know what school I work for because of that dancing video that I posted. That is not the same school that went bankrupt. I mean, I wouldn't be talking about it if it's the school that I'm working for right now, because I would be, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be weeping if that school went bankrupt right now, because I'm still sorting out I'm still recovering from a financial almost bankruptcy situation. Okay, but yeah, you're not here for that. Oh, I need to just stick to the point. This is another school. I don't want to mention names, but because either way, it doesn't exist anymore. It went bankrupt. You know, the school was very, very big. It had like branches all over China. This happened like 8 or 6 months ago, so I need to look down and remind myself what exactly transpired. Okay, so when I was working, before I actually completed my TEFL, I was still working my 9 to 5 back in South Africa. I applied for a couple of companies, and most of them were like, we need someone urgently, and I was like, I'm just not done. I'm not done with my TEFL yet, and I'm not planning on being done with my TEFL until I have resigned and I have served my notice, you know. For now, when I was at work, I just didn't have time to do my TEFL, to be honest. I tried, but I failed. So anyway, during that process, this one school was like, okay, actually we're not in a rush, babes. You can take your time. We can give you like 2 months to finish your stuff. So I was like, oh great, that's gonna work well for me. So I was like, okay, I took that offer because it was good. I think it was, they were offering me, I'll get back to that offer, let me just tell you the story. So initially I had an interview with like the HR lady who's Chinese, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna let you have an interview with another guy who's like half Mexican, half American. So I had another interview with that guy who works at the headquarters in Shanghai, who worked at their headquarters in Shanghai. So that guy, I had an interview with him. He told me everything, and he told me that the company is good, he got a promotion every year and so forth, all the nice things about the school. They sent me a lot of pictures. Yeah, and I did my research. I asked a lot of people who worked for the company, who worked for the same company at different branches. Every review I got was like good. I remember I got 3 people on Facebook who worked for the same company at 3 different branches. So I was like, oh, okay, all of them have nothing bad to say about the school, so this school is good, you know. So I got this other friend of mine. I remember this friend of mine, I have a friend of mine, shout out to you, Taro. Taro is in she was in Shenzhen at that time. So she also like tried to find out information about the school for me, and every review she got was good. So they were offering me 90,500, including the accommodation allowance, right? So I mean, for a first timer, I was like, it's good. I don't have teaching experience. I haven't even received my TEFL yet, so I'm just like, okay, it's good. I can work with this, you know. And the school was supposed to be in somewhere in Suzhou. So what happened is 2 weeks after signing the contract, my friend gets back to me with bad news. She was like, oh my word, I just heard about one of the centers that was raided by policemen. I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, that does not sound good, so I suggest that you don't sign the contract. Like, I was like, babes, I already signed that contract, but I didn't let her know. I was like, okay. I went back. I used to chat to them on a regular basis, like on a weekly basis. They just check on me. How far are you with your TEFL? How far are you with your authentication? how far are you with your documents? So I got back to them. I was like, guys, I heard that one of your school got raided by policemen. They were like, huh? They told me some story about them partnering with other people. No, it just didn't make sense. They've partnered with whatever, but they're not partners with them anymore. Maybe it's one of those schools. No. Long story. I was like, man, I mean, it's just one center. As long as the drama didn't happen in my center, in the center that I'm going to, so I should be fine. Basically, that was the first red flag that I should have noticed, but I just let it slide through because, you know me and being optimistic. Fast forward to when I got my TEFL and all my stuff authenticated. I sent them through to them. They've applied for my visa and stuff. We are still waiting for the invitation letter. One day, I was at I remember I was at a housewarming. One of my cousins bought a house. We were in Randburg at her housewarming, and on our way to get drinks, I decide, you know, WeChat, when you're in South Africa, you don't really check on your WeChat. Like even now, I check it once a day. But I used to just check my WeChat like once in 2 or 3 days just to see what's happening. So that day, I don't know what happened. I got a pop-up, and usually it never popped up. That day, it just popped up. I was like, huh? WeChat pop up? Let me read this. It was that HR lady saying that, hey, Jeanette, sorry to inform you that I don't have the text right now because I'm using the Chinese WeChat now. I'm not using the South African one anymore, which is a story for another day. So anyway, that lady was like, hey Jeanette, sorry to inform you that our school has closed down. Like, I saw that message and I was like, what is happening? I mean, to be honest, I was actually a month away from coming to China, and I literally told everyone, my friends and family, that I am leaving in a month, and I have budgeted, you know. I am someone who plans my finances ahead of time. My finances were planned in such a way that I was only planning on being unemployed for 2 or 3 months, maximum 3 months, of which the 2 months was going to be me being at home, spending time with my family and friends. So I was like, I don't know what to do with myself right now. So because I was with people in the car on our way to buy drinks, they could see that, oh my word, this person just got a hectic message. I was like, I can't tell you right now, like I can't talk about it, like just drive. It has to do with China. I didn't know what to do to myself at that time. I was like, I don't know what am I going to tell people, what am I supposed to do? But anyway, we walked into Spa while we were buying. I was like, okay, let's not talk, like can we just keep quiet for like, let's just go to Spa, get what we came here for, and go back to the house because I don't want to talk right now. I just want to process this. I just need to process it all. And I remember we walked into, there was just silence when we walked into Spa, and like I even forgot, like they sent me to buy marinades, spices and stuff. I even forgot the flavors that I had to buy. Like when I got there, I had a brain block. I got into Spa, I was like, what's happening? What am I supposed to buy again? I had to call my cousins again. I'm like, what did you send me to buy again? What do I have to buy? Which marinade do I have to buy? Because I had completely forgotten what I had to buy. Anyway, we bought that, we bought drinks, and then on my way back home, guys, there's just some things I can't keep to myself. So I was like, okay, I need to let it out now. So I told the person that I was with that, you know what, this and this just happened. I don't know what to do, but I'm just like, it's okay. Let's just have a good time and pretend it didn't happen. I'm not ready to tell my friends and family. Let's just keep it to ourselves. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I don't think, it didn't take me 2 weeks to get a job. So I don't think getting another job will take me more than 2 weeks, so it's fine. I remember it was a Sunday. I was like, tomorrow is Monday, I will start looking for another job, so it's okay. Then yeah, we had a great time. And then I didn't tell anyone. I just decided that I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm not going to tell my parents. I'm not going to tell my friends. I don't want to tell anyone because I don't want to be judged. When I told this person that I was with that this and this happened, you know what that person said? It was kind of too good to be true. Like, what the hell? What the hell? It's like, getting a job within a week and that kind of offer without teaching experience, it was kind of too good to be true. So I kind of saw this coming. I was like, that's why I don't want to tell people. You're the first and the last person I'm telling about this. I'm not telling anyone else about this because they're just gonna tell me, all they're gonna tell me is that, oh, Jeanette, just forget about China, just don't go. This is a bad sign. It's just a sign for you not to go there. Just don't go. And that's not what I wanted to hear. I mean, I've resigned already and I don't plan on going back to that toxic place. So the only way to do this is to just pursue other schools. There's no way I'm going back to that toxic place. And I remember when I was home, my parents used to ask me, oh my word, we thought you were leaving next week. I was like, I didn't know what to tell people. But anyway, like the following week, I started looking for a job. I got a couple of interviews and within like less than 2 weeks, I got another offer. And that was the Guangzhou offer that I started with when I came to China. So, but throughout that process, guys, my parents kept asking me every week, oh, when are you leaving? And I didn't really have a date. I really didn't have a date. Because like I'm just starting a new process from scratch. How am I supposed to know how long this is going to take? So I couldn't tell anyone. Even my friends kept asking, oh, we thought you were leaving before December. And I just couldn't tell anyone. I was just like, no, my things they're just a bit delayed and na. I didn't want to hear any negativity. I was already stressed as is. I mean, my finances were not going according to plan. I didn't want to spend December in South Africa because December in South Africa is an expense on its own. I didn't want that. I didn't budget for that. But anyway, guys, basically what I'm trying to say is that some things are inevitable and you need to be financially prepared when you're planning on immigrating to another country, especially China, that is. There is no job security, especially in training centers in China. It's okay to start off at a training center. I'm still working for a training center and I can't complain much, but what you need to know is that anytime is tea time, babes. Anytime is tea time. It can close down any day at any given time. So you need to always be financially prepared for such things. So even when you're coming to China, you just need to have enough money. I was lucky enough that I over budgeted for coming to China and starting off, right? So that really helped me a lot, but that's a story for another day. But just know that you need to be financially prepared, and I'm planning on actually having a video about financial preparedness when coming to China, because people underestimate the amount of money that you need to have in order to be prepared for any hiccups that you might come across. With that being said, I actually think I should end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.